Today I'm in Berlin, which you can tell because, okay, well, I don't speak German, so I have no idea what on earth that could possibly mean, but a better indication when you're in Berlin is the TV tower. You can see it up there behind me, and that was built in East Berlin in the 1960s, completed in 1969, and I think it is absolutely fantastic. And what a structure. And I've always wondered, how tall is the TV tower? I mean, it looks pretty tall, but could I work it out? Thankfully, of course, there is a way to calculate the height of any monument using mathematics. All you have to do is go and buy a map of whatever city you're in, then go and buy a ruler, take that ruler and cut off all the excess ruler below zero. You'll now have a ruler starting perfectly at zero. Your final step is to find just how far the shadow of your monument reaches, which is exactly what I'm off to do now. So I'm now in Alexanderplatz. This is my first guess for where the shadow could be. And you can see the TV tower is behind me, up over there. However, the sun is still a fair way on the side. So the shadow must be, well, that way. Off we go. I've overshot slightly. The sun is now on the right of the TV tower from your point of view, but if I keep going this way, you can see it goes behind it there. Okay, so we're now in the shadow of the TV tower. You can actually see it goes right up this building. Don't know if you can see it on the footage, but you can see from the tip of the tower, there's like a beam of the shadow going that way. It's very cool. This feels like it's taking forever, but I can see behind me the TV tower is finally looking like it's getting a little bit shorter relative to the sun. So if I keep going this way, any moment now, from my point of view, the tip of the tower will line up with the sun and I'll have found the end of the shadow. It's just in there, it's just over that barbed wire behind the gate locking off a construction site next to a derelict building. I came up these somewhat dangerous looking stairs and now I can't get to it. So I've lapped the block and I know the tip of the shadow is in there, and I don't speak German, but I very much assume that this doesn't say, come on in and do some maths, kid. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna make my way around to one of the side streets. I'll walk up until the point where the sun lines up with the same level as the tower, so I know I'm in line with the shadow. I'm gonna do it that way. Oh my God, it's hard to see with the sun, but I think I'm almost in line. Okay, it's really hard to see, but the sun, I mean, that's easy to see. That's like there. The top of the TV tower is there. And so anywhere kind of along here, I'm prepared to call lining up with the shadow. Let's do some measurements. Okay, so here's Berlin. The TV tower is all the way over here. I've come up around over here. I think the tip of the shadow is, yeah, here-ish at the moment. So actually, you know what? Let's call it there. That's gonna be my line. This is when the ruler comes into play. You put zero on the base of the monument you want to measure. You then line it up with where you are and just read off on the scale. So I'm going to use the shadow to help. I mean, that's what I'm getting. I'm going to call that 2.8 centimeters. Okay, now we just find the scale on the map. There it is. And you can see that for this map, every 1 centimeter is 160 meters. Okay, measurement done. The slightly complicated way of looking at the situation now is I got two similar triangles. They have the same angle because they've both been cast by the sun at the same time, and the scale factor between them is the scale factor of the map, and you could use that to work out the height of the tower. An easier way to look at it is by using the ruler in place of the monument on the map. I know that in Map World, the TV tower would be 2.8 centimeters tall, and I just use the scale of the map to work out how big that is in real life. Either way, if you multiply 2.8 by the 1 to 160 scale of the map, the TV tower comes out to be 448 meters tall, which is about right. When I told someone I was doing this, they're like, well, you can just look it up, you know. I'm like, well, of course I can look it up, and I'll do that afterwards to double check. But the fun is I can try and work it up myself, and I'm close-ish. It's actually 368 meters. I'm close. I mean, how far? It's not that 80 meters. It's all right. It's all right. It's not great, but there are a lot of errors. So obviously, when I'm measuring it on the ground, I'm only going to the nearest millimeter. And you know, each millimeter is 16 meters. So there's a decent rounding there. And also when I picked the spot where I think the shadow lines up, that was plus or minus a centimeter, if we're being honest. And I think the biggest problem I've got is, as I've been walking all the way from the TV tower to here, I've been going up a hill. So you see behind me, the street really tapers off and down. So the moral of the story is, this is a terrible, terrible way to calculate the height of something. So if you want to have a go, try this yourself. Find a monument, see if you can work out how tall it is using its shadow. I'm going to consider what I've done a semi-success. So it's been great being here in Berlin. I know a lot of my videos are from London and New York, but Berlin is one of my top favorite cities in the world as well. If you want to see more ridiculous math videos from me all around the world, and more often than not in my studio at home, then please do subscribe to my channel. And yeah, go out, measure a shadow.